So, merci autant. Bonsoir tout le monde. Let me first recognize the former senior minister, not old Papa, he still have plenty of vim in him. And also the other members on the head table. It's not a head table, but these are the candidates over here. And my friend Joshua here. My partner there in the youth days. How old are you now, Jos? Still young. Labor rights! Oh my. Mama is okay, sure. They're not respecting us up here, man, in the Salybia constituency. I don't know why Cassius called her Big Mama. But I want to tell you something, a few things. Our motto, I don't know if it's the motto, what is it? What we have there? Stability is key and labor is the best choice. That's our motto. All right. Let me deal with stability. Labor rights. The Labour Party, over the last 50 years, how old is the Labour Party now? 60-something, Reggie? Plus 60 plus years. We have never had difficulty with what you call stability. Do you know why? Because we are all, it's the only unity that exists among us. We do not fight for leadership. We do not break down each other. We do not do backstabbing. That is exactly what is happening in the opposition over the last 40 years. In fact, they came here since 1985. And since they came, they introduced an element of violence in the campaign, in the election campaign. Boy, so what kind of party is that? You can see what they are all about. So they are so violent that just 2 nights ago, they almost burned down. I have to say it's there because a Labour right will never go and burn down a Labour right place after all. It have to be members or supporters, empathizers or sympathizers because they're dead all now, of the UWP. So to talk about stability, first of all, the UWP was so unstable that right now they have completely disintegrated. And they're looking for support. And now they come to us like wolves in sheep's clothing, presenting themselves as independent candidates. And then here they are. Something about independent candidate. The last time an independent candidate contested an election in this constituency was when I contested in 2009. In this constituency. By the way, it was my first cousin. And I told her that she had only 4 votes. And she did get 4 votes, but 2 spoiled. So she only had 2. So I did the count. I mean, I'm from this area. I was born and raised here. I lived out for a while. That is true. I taught other places. That is also correct. But I've been around all my life. And I'm almost 70 years. Older than you, Reggie? Huh? A little bit. Okay. So I will, as a matter of fact, I will be 69 in February. Reggie, you're already 69. Okay, so when you see me looking as if I'm so young, you know what keep me strong? Labor!
Labor's still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labor's still the best.
So talking about stability, there is stability in the Labour Party. We do not fight with each other. Anytime there's a problem for leadership, we go through the process and we select a leader. Okay? Now talking about stability in the economy. There is stability in the Dominican economy since the Labour Party has been there. We don't have problems with money. We have no problems with mismanagement of funds. And we do not embezzle funds. The UWP has a history for that. Go back. From 1995 to 2000. The Venture Capital Fund, Reggie can tell you about it. They plundered it. They want to take me to court. They plundered the Venture Capital Fund set up by themselves. And the leaders of the UWP at the time push their hands and their fingers, their toes, even their tongue in it. Yeah. We do not do that in Labour. We are not corrupt. So, stability in the party, stability in the economy. And you see the result because you can see the development all over. And here, in the Salybia constituency, you can see the development. I don't have to tell you. You know. You know about the development. And the Prime Minister mentioned something about housing, and I just want to reiterate or echo, because there are some of the beneficiaries of the housing program who are making a very foolish statement. Oh, say Bascarit Kibanukai, say Balewa Kibanukai, say EU, or say World Bank. But how can EU and World Bank come into an independent country and just do what they want without the government agreeing? We are not an associated state with Britain. We are not a satellite of America. So who can just come and do what they want in our country if they did not have to consult and then we didn't have to agree? So those of you who receive houses and you say it's EU, you say EU or say World Bank. We, the Prime Minister, went to New York, to the United Nations, and made a plea on our behalf to these institutions. And they agreed to make loans available. Soft loans, you can call them. Soft loans, 2%. In UWP days, there was no soft loan. In UWP days, 15%, 17% loan. There are Graneau. That's what I'll tell you. We're not doing that in Labour. Soft loans, 2%. Nice. Only Labour can do that.
Give me Labour every day for the bourgeois and the bad way.
So you see, my friends, my supporters, Kozia supporters, Kelly supporters, Cassia supporters, Scary supporters, in this constituency, Labour is the best choice.
It's my PM family. Labour's still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour's still the best choice.
And there is stability in the economy that we are able to use the money to help you in this constituency to build houses, to provide scholarships, and all the other things. More jobs, and you heard, based on the NEP, more jobs coming, but even more money. So what do you want again? All right. So we're talking about stability. And then there are a few things I want to say about the opposition. Because I talked about we do not fight and all of that. And yes, we do not do that in Labour, but they've been doing it. And clearly, the opposition, who right now are individually hiding behind some kind of shadow which they present to you, they realize when we call the elections that they were not ready. And so right now they're resorting to a type of violence that they are accustomed to, burning tires, stopping vehicles. You remember when they stopped us in Pegua in 2005? We had our little children on our shoulders and they have us there. You remember when they fought with us next to the airport? They have not stopped. Huh? So you can well imagine that kind of party. Realize now, we caught them. We caught them. So they say they are not contesting the election. Let me tell them something about contesting elections. From 1970, these people here have been voting Labour, by the way. We voted Labour in 1970, Henkel Christian. We voted Labour in 75, and Lawrence Daru. We voted Labour in 90, Warren Sanford. Well, on 2 occasions, a by-election once and a general election we lose. But we have been voting Labour from 2000 to now. As a matter of fact, we have voted Labour for 30 years when I check it out. And we will do it again.
Party shall not be moved.
So when they say they're not contesting the elections, let me give you a little history. From 1961, the Freedom Party, which was then the Dominica United People's Party, DUPP. Miss Charles wasn't there yet. It was the older heads, Rosie Father and them, the Shillingfords and them. They were there, right? They had DUPP, Dominica United People's Party. They spent from 1961 in the wilderness in opposition up to 1980, before Dame Eugenia Charles took over the leadership of the party. She and Anthony Moise from Soufriere, when they took over the leadership of the Freedom Party, all that time they in opposition, they never burned one house, they never burned tires, they never resort to violence, they never said we are not contesting. They had 2 seats at one time. Only Eugenia and Moise, 2 seats. They stayed there and they fought. They went up to 3 seats. They went up to 6 seats. And in 1980, they got the mandate. See how long they waited to be in government. Workers don't have patience. They are very greedy. They want it now. And they will do anything to get it now. That was Freedom Party. Now, Labour Party now. After Freedom won in 1980, Labour Party was disintegrated. 4 different parties. And therefore, Labour stayed 1980, 1985, 1990, 1995, 2000 before we get into government. Patience!
Labour Party shall not be moved.
We keep on building from 3 seats. 3 seats. Perot, Douglas, and Petit Savant. 3 seats. You can imagine that? We had only 3 seats in Parliament, and we never said we were not going to contest the elections. All right. Paulinos is correcting me. He said it's 2. All right. Let us say it's 2. But the point I'm making is that Labour Party started almost like Freedom Party way back in 61. Well, in 1980, we had there 2 seats, 3 seats, 4 seats, 6 seats. We never say we're not contesting elections. We continue contesting elections until we won in 2000. So why workers cannot do that too and wait? But you know why they cannot do that? Because they are very disorganized. They have no policies. They have no programs. I don't even know how to tell you what the Workers' Party represents. If it's a conservative party or a social democratic party, I don't know. Because they do not make their positions clear. They run all over the place. All right? So, I'm telling you that to make you understand the fact that workers could have remained in opposition. Right now, they made themselves irrelevant. Irrelevant, they are no more there. So now that they themselves have fired themselves, they are crying and they're hiding behind independent candidates. And I made the point earlier on, in this present era, in this present historical political era, independence candidate mean nothing. When was the last time, and I made mention of Christabel, my cousin, we haven't had independence candidates here since. And before Christabel, it was 2. Jenna Amor in Pebush and Conrad Cyrus in La Plaine. And even when they won their seats, they joined the Freedom Party in government. So what effect can an independent candidate have? I am warning you, voters of the Salybia constituency, do not make that mistake and vote for an independent candidate. Because an independent candidate has no strength, has no force, has nobody to lean on. If he or she wins a seat, he or she must look for support in the parliament. And somebody told me this morning that the independent candidate can win her seat here. Is up the horns. Ease up the horns. Oh, the independent candidate can win her seat here. Or she gonna win there. But if I could go macaque, what will happen? I could go macaque. And let us say she wins. We know she cannot win. But let us just play devil's advocate. Let us say she wins. What is going to happen to her? Because we will still make Cozy a senator and give him a ministry. And he'll be in cabinet, she'll be in parliament. Who is greater? Parliament or cabinet? All right, well. So tell her for us, please. No independent candidate here. All those of you who think that if you vote for her, you'll succeed, the answer to that question is no. Okay? Let us vote for Kozia. We vote in Kozia. We vote in Kozia. We vote in Kozia. Labor power.